Heffel is very fortunate to be associated with many important artists, but perhaps none more so than Emily Carr. Heffel is very excited to offer War Canoes by Emily Carr, a work that has a very important place in Heffel's history.
War Canoes Alert Bay is painted around 1908, and it is the inspiration for her major canvas, which is included at the Aude Art Museum in Whistler. It's really a cornerstone of their collection. Our watercolor has been included in virtually every exhibition on Emily Carr's work, and the back of this painting, which I love, really serves as an international passport for everywhere where it's been.
We'll also be offering Scorned as Timber, Beloved of Sky, Carr's oil on paper, which is the basis for a major oil on canvas in the collection of the Vancouver Art Gallery.
So this painting, this image, is already familiar to the Canadian public because we've seen it on display so many times at the Vancouver Art Gallery and around the world. Our oil on paper was actually sold by Torben Christensen of the Art Emporium in 1974 to our private collector, who's held it for about 50 years. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime offering.
Also featuring the rich landscape of BC is a rare vertical canvas by Arthur Lismer and a beautiful double-sided oil sketch by Frederick Varley. This sketch features fellow artist and muse Vera Weatherby and relates very closely to Varley's major canvas, Durana, in the collection of the Art Gallery of Ontario. The session's cover lot is a rare and beautiful oil sketch by Lauren Harris titled Red House Berry. It's the basis for not one, but two major canvases and has never left the collection of the artist's family.
This work was painted in 1918, which was a bit of a challenging time for the artist. He had just lost his brother in World War I. Tom Thompson, of course, had died in 1917, and he was really seeking solace and inspiration outside of Toronto. And we can feel this sense of new beginnings in this painting, which really captures the essence of spring. He then passed the painting on to his daughter, Margaret Peggy Knox, and then it's been held within the Lauren Harris family. So about 100 or so years later, this painting's finally coming to sale for the first time. Paintings by the Group of Seven take us through Ontario. One of the highlights in the sale is Frosty Morning by A.J. Casson. This painting was executed in 1949, and it's this large-scale atmospheric painting that's been well exhibited throughout its entire lifetime. We also have Summer Sky included in the sale, which was painted a few years later in 1955. Summer Sky was included in the RCA show of that very year.
Also included in the sale is Chateau Belge by A.Y. Jackson. This work was done during Jackson's time as an official war artist, and the majority of these works are held in the National War Museum. Quebec is also beautifully represented in the sale, beginning with an intimate oil sketch of a Brittany shoreline by Clarence Gagnon, and two richly impressionist canvases by Maurice Cullen.
So a masterpiece in our lifetime and its lifetime was the Cab Stands, Phillips Square, Montreal by Maurice Cullen. This work won the Jessie Dow Prize in 1911 for the best oil on show at the Spring Exhibition in Montreal. This painting depicts Canadian Impressionism. You can not only see it, but you can feel it within the details, within the snow, within the actual cab stands, Phillips Square, and then beyond Phillips Square, we have the historic Burke's building. And this painting, interestingly, was consigned to us from the Burke's family of Montreal. A tradition in Canadian historical painting of the 20th century, of the early 20th century, was to turn to Europe to seek their education and to mature as artists abroad. Many Canadian artists like Maurice Cullen took this education that they received abroad in Europe and they really applied that to their own Canadian landscape, and that's what we see in Ferry, Quebec.
It's impossible to talk about painting in Quebec without talking about Cornelius Krieghoff. And this sale features two examples, including the particularly joyous and detailed Father Returns Home. The next generation of Quebec artists are represented by Robert Pilot and Prudence Heward.
Sunflowers by Prudence Heward is a groundbreaking achievement in Canadian art. This painting is the last work of this subject matter that's still in private hands, and it's been held as this treasure, rightly so, within the Heward family its entire lifetime. All the other paintings of this subject matter are held in public institutions.
We are incredibly proud to showcase these examples of Canada's indelible contribution to art history.
These paintings are works of art history, and it feels like a museum within our galleries this spring, and it's such an honor to share them with the public.